Hello everyone, welcome back to All the Mods 9. I apologise for the eye bleach that you're getting right now. This is very bright. This is super bright. I think Gothboy mentioned how bright this is recently, and I was like, you know what, you're right, it is super bright. Apologies. So, between episodes I've done a couple of bits and bobs, and I've got a plan for today, which I must admit I've not really had plans recently. I've just been playing and thinking, what should I do today? But I've got a plan for today. It might not work out, but we'll give it a go anyway. First thing I did between episodes is I moved my netherite furnace down here. Oh, also, egg. Ooh. We've already got 64 eggs. How cool is that? A's been doing work. Or I should say she, right? Chickens lay eggs? I don't know. Anyway. Yeah, I moved the netherite furnace down here because it was jamming everything up, and I put 2 advanced importers on it with stack and speed upgrades, right? And that's just got an exporter on the back there, and that's just lobbing everything in. If I do raw, we are out of... What are we out of? We are out of gold, and the raw iron is actually quite low as well. No, we've got gold. Oh, uranium. That's it. Uranium's gone. So we already have like a bunch of uranium. In a grot. There you go. We've got 50,000 uranium. As I said before, I'm just going to raw smelt them because I don't really care about making it the most efficient, because it doesn't really matter, does it? It's always flipping raining, I swear. This thing out here is a little issue because... yeah, the honey treats are still a pain in the bum to get. Now I've got the opposite effect, which is, if I do honey, I've got loads of honey bottles. We fixed that because of, you know, the bottler, or the bottlers, these things. Yeah, this is super, super helpful. Definitely use the bottlers for the honey bottles. I'm just going to put that out there. Yeah, we can have over 1 million honey bottles. Getting the, what's it called, this stuff, the honeycombs, is becoming a pain. So, my today's plan is we're going to get some more honeycombs in a different way to normal. And that does, unfortunately, involve doing some alchemistry. So, that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do some alchemistry. If we have a look at that, let's have a look. So, we need sucrose, which comes from... Wow, you can get it from sweet berries, apparently. You can get it from glowberries, you can get it from cactus. Obviously, you can get it from honeycomb, but that's kind of not the point, is it? You can get it from all of these sources. I kind of thought... Ah, there we go. Sugar and sugarcane. So we're going to use sugar and sugarcane. And probably set up a bunch of sugar and sugarcane to get us a load of sucrose. And then, what's the other thing? This one is this stuff. Now, I've had a look through, and it looks like wool is the best way of getting that. You also get some of this stuff, the keratin. I don't know what you can use keratin for, if I'm completely honest. You can make some rabbit's foots out of it. Or you can combine it to get feathers, or compact it to get feathers or string. That might be really good for string, actually, so I think that's a plan. Why are you always raining? Why you do this? I might wait for it to be nighttime and then have a sleep. Yeah. By the way, this being super, super bright is because I did change everything over to be white concrete, which is the building material I used to love, because it gives me a feeling of a laboratory. That's the whole reason I did this, is because it's like my building material, right? On the Patreon that I've got set up, the highest tier is white concrete, because it's my favourite building material. But I'm not a massive fan in this. I think it's because I've got night vision. If I took the night vision bracelet off, I think it's this one, Kitty Vision, yeah. If I took this off, I think it would look a little better. Not as bright. I'm going to leave it on though, because night vision's always useful for you guys. But anyway, what we're going to do today is set up probably a sheep farm. We're going to turn that sheep farm into a wool farm, so we're going to get loads of wool. And we're going to turn that wool and some of... Oh, and it's a blood moon, so I can't even flip in sleep. You're kidding. Well, I can turn sugarcane and wool into honeycomb for some reason, and string. So let's do that, because I think honeycomb and string are really useful for us. So another thing that I kind of want to do is like cover this up a little bit. That's a good idea. I've not actually released my last episode yet, so a load of you might have given me some really good tips on this. The biggest tip that I got was from Missing Part on my server, which is these don't actually need to be like pushed down like that. Oh, hello, phantoms. Come here. That was actually really decent. I'm never normally that good with phantoms. Yeah. So I think, yeah, that's a really good... what was I talking about? Sorry. It was this, yeah. This is a really good, like, thing to know, that you can just have them compressed already. Interesting. It does let you sleep if it's raining and there's a blood moon. But I do think that means that there's going to be a blood moon next, like, moon that we have, right? So, yeah. We've got some time. What does this dissolve into? What's that used for? Okay, you can get copper out of it. Okay, interesting. Fine. I will just admit something. I'm a little scared of Alchemistry because I've not really used it too much, if I'm honest. I used it a little bit to get lithium in All the Mods 8, and that's about it. But also, it kind of caused a lot of corruption in my All the Mods 8 video. So, or in the world that I had for it. So I'm a little scared of it, but we're going to give it a go. Someone did say that it doesn't work for them, for what they're trying to do, in my comments recently. So maybe this is not a great idea, but we're going to give it a go anyway. Alchemistry. If you hadn't noticed my from my previous videos, I kind of just like discover stuff whilst I'm actually on video to you guys. So right, we've got two dissolvers. One is for wool, one is for sugarcane. We probably need more than that, but I'm going to start off small, unlike out there, where I started off big. I probably should have done this just like one of these. So this row, for example, that would have been good. I did do this as well. This has got all of the 100% ones, so you can see on there, all of these are 100%. In fact, I'm going to move all of the gene samples over here. So they're all the pink ones. Just like that. There you go. So I've got my emeralds, I've got my gold, I've got loads of diamonds because that's the only one that was working at one point. I've got blazing and I've got iron. Now, from what I've seen, which one is it that... Oh, there's another one in here. Energized steel, that's the one. We could probably make this be now. And in fact, energize steel, so that's that one there. They can't breed amongst themselves, so it's not like I could just make loads of energized bees and then, yeah, breed them all together, make loads of them, get loads of stuff out of it that way. Can't do that, which is a bit of a pain. Anyway, so one of these is going to be for wool, one of these is going to be for sugar. Or at least sugarcane. I think sugarcane's fine for it. And wool. We've got a little bit of wool already. I do need some sheep, so I'm going to get my yoinker. I'm going to get 4 sheep to begin with, and I think we saw it over here, didn't we? There was a few sheep. Yeah, there's loads of them. Lovely. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was easy enough. Probably come back and get more if we need it. Let's go home. So I don't know if there's any, like, ranching. Ranch. There's the Rancher B. I don't know if that's dead bush. I don't think this works, by the way. Maybe I should go check it, because we did have an update. Which, by the way, I think it's like dark mode everything was added. This thing down here. What else was added? Let's have a look. We've got... Okay, so ours was downgraded because reasons. And re-chiseled for create was added. Dark paintings, red, or sorry, more red. And then dark mode everywhere. The heck is more red? Let's have a look. More. Oh, is it more redstone? Oh, it looks like it. Oh, cool. Do you know what these are? These are literally the redstone mechanics from... Oh my god, it's a mod that I cannot remember the name of right now. Oh, it had like frames and stuff, and you used to be able to make like worm drives and stuff out of it. It was really cool. If anyone remembers where this is... It's been so long since that mod's been out, so anyway. We've got our sheep. So that's for this one over here. Let's move this one over to here. And then we need a combiner, right? Combiner. Should be easy enough. That goes in the middle. Do we need 2 combiners? Alright, let's do honeycomb. So this one we get from dissolving, what is it, wool. Yeah, there you go. We get keratin out of it. Fine. How do I make this? Compactor. That's it. So I also need a compactor. Compactor. Perfect. So this one here is going to be for the keratin to get a string, which is just a byproduct. I don't actually need that. And then this one here is going to get us the honeycomb that we actually want. So I need to go set this up. Is there any way to get wool, like auto wool? That's farming with blockheads. Is there a thing in this that allows it? Don't think so. I'm gonna have to look through. I spent at least 5 seconds looking through that and I couldn't find anything. So we're going to do the old tried and tested dispenser with shears in them. I think that's a good idea. So I'm going to get 8 dispensers. And they're going to go around... Actually, let's get 12. So, yeah, 12. Let's get 12. Because then we can like surround a 3x3. Did I just do the maths right there? I think I did. So if we start over here, so we do that, 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 and that. And then what we do is we put fences all the way around here, and then we have the timer. Probably this timer, to be fair. We could just make some more redstone links to put on the bottom of these. And then we just have fences around this with the sheep in the middle. They will eat the grass and they'll get sheared from around here. I don't know about the middle bit. Maybe I'll put a fence in the middle as well. Okay, I've been using my personal shrinking device to put all of these in place, the redstone links. So now I can come back out of that. But these have all got the same one over here as the timer. Might have to turn that clicking off. You can do it in a radius, can't you? So maybe I'll do it over here like this. Let's do 1. Radius, let's change that to, I don't know, 16. Accept, and then dispenser? Maybe the dispenser fail as well. Does that do it just for number 1? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, they're turned off now. Perfect. I am going to put these all around. And then, again, we're going to use modular routers because modular routers are the best ever. I love a bit of modular routers, I do. We can put the sheep in there now, to be fair. Nothing's going to happen because we haven't put it. Oh, that was it. I was going to put something like that. So, sheep, 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 sheep. There we go. What was I going to do? I was going to put, oh, I need a vacuum. Vacuum. Do I need a vacuum hopper or should I use the advanced? Yeah, I'll use this thing. And an ender chest. So I've got 2 distributors. I've got my modular router right there. So okay, after a bit of faffing around, I think I've figured this one out. So if you guys could bugger off around here, there you go. I might need to put some more light around here as well. Cool. Right, so if we have a look in a few of these... Do I not have a... Oh, I might not. I don't have a shears recipe. So... quickly make a shears recipe like that. Stick it in there. And those should start filling up any second. Because this is getting shears and they're going out to each of these. So that one's got 1, that one's got 2... got 1, it's got 1, that's got 1. Nice! The way that I did that, classic, you know, I did an exporter with crafting upgrade. I can clear that one up. It's just linked over here right now. So that's going into the modular router. Modular router is going putting in all of these. I did leave this AFK a second because I went and had dinner. And we've already got 94 wool. And it's really difficult to flip and see. I don't know why I do this to myself, if I'm honest, but... this here is a wool, like, framed drawer. So I can get access to that. Oh, and by the way, they drop on the floor, so the item collector picks them up, puts them in here. And I've got a demagnetizer, which I've extended, so I don't pick up any of the wool myself, because I've got a magnet, right? So that's getting us wool. I can get myself a controller. A drawer controller, so we can, oh, is it a storage controller? I think it's that one. I don't know why I don't have that automated yet, making redstone comparators, because I do need them for quite a few things. Anyway, we've got a controller right here. I'm just going to stick it there. What I can do is just link it. Do one of those and one of those. So that should be linked now. I also need to lock that, so let's do that. Locked. It's really difficult to see. Why did I do this to myself? Anyway, now we should have access over here to just pull out all of that wool into a dissolver. So to do that, I might just do one of those. And why not use one of these item conduits? I can't remember if these take power. Oh, it looks like they do. Sweet. So if I change this to import, I think this is working. Don't know what any of these things do. They don't have a like hover over. Redstone mode never active. Always active. If I do that, are you gonna push over here? Never mind. Right, I'll come back to using those. For now, we can use, I don't know, I don't want to use a modular router, but I might as well. And if we're going to use modular router, I don't actually need the storage controller. Fine, we'll use modular router. Why did I do this to myself? Right, let's get rid of that. So, modular router. Let's get rid of all of these bits. Use a puller and a sender. Sender and a puller. That should be putting wool in here. Now all I need is... I'm going to get an ender gate. Oh, why am I caps locked as well? I'm not shouting. God. Let's stick that on top. That should power everything. And that is getting us keratin and that stuff. The tri stuff. Nice one. Right. Then if I grab a compactor... Does this require power? It does. Okay. Let's get some more ender gates then. That'll get us 4. Do these things automatically link themselves? They do. Interesting. I always thought you had to like place them in the thingy, but anyway. If I get another modular router. Let's get rid of all of these gubbins. So we could use puller, and I could probably just make a regular sender. So pull from the back, and I can only pull, let's whitelist that, this stuff. Is that working? Yeah, it is working. Sweet. Okay, next up, we want to do a send just to the front. And I never know. I don't want to do that, though. How do I change the target? Pause. Open recipes. String? Play. Why did you go back to that? You bumhole. Input configuration. Lock recipe. Okay, let's do that. String. Why are you doing this? Okay, right, let's turn this off. String. Cool. Lock recipe? Yeah, there we go. Okay, so if we stick that in now, we get string out of it. Sweet. Nice. So that's going to make us string. Oh, do you know what the best part is? We can actually convert this string back into wool, and we can put it over there. Oh, actually, that's really useful. Although, how many do we get out of this? It looks like we get 2 of these per wool. So, wait a minute. We don't need to do the wool thing, because we actually get more of this keratin than we do... What? Okay, we can just have an auto crafter to turn it back in. Crafter. I did make a tier 3. We don't need a tier 3, that's the thing. So I'm going to make a tier 1. There's no point using a tier 3 when a tier 1 will do the job. So if I do that, let's grab the string out of here, and we'll do... Oh, poop. I always forget to click this. Apply. And even ender gate, that goes there, and then another modular router. Okay, don't judge me. Please don't judge me for this. I just want to kind of run away from this because this was stupid, but I like making really inefficient builds. Let's just say that. That's my excuse. yeah, so I've got a bunch of sugarcane over here. In fact, let's get some sugarcane from over here, and we'll just lob that in for now. Let's stick it in a couple of these, and yeah, there we go. So sugarcane, I've got a big ring of these hopper botany pots with sand in them, and I've just got sender modules that are sending all the way over to here for the dissolver. So it's dissolving all of the sugarcane into, what's this stuff? Sucrose. When it's been dissolved, I've got another modular route right here that sticks it in this drawer. And then I've got another modular route right here which sticks it in over here. Oh dear, I think I've crashed. I have crashed. Oh dear. What does it say crash related? Sodium. Interesting. Okay, I'm trying to load back in. I don't think my recording software is caught up, but I'm actually... Ah, there we go. Caught up right now. Eek! Fingers crossed it doesn't just crash straight away, because that's the issue I had in All the Mods 8. There is a way around that. I can't remember what I did though, so I'm going to have to figure that out. If it just crashes straight away, I might be a little bit knackered. I've got a backup. Yeah, I do have a backup, so that's fine. Please let me in. Oh, loading terrain. Okay. I'm going to take this off. Okay. I think I figured something out, which is it doesn't break if you have a modular router on it. So we're using another modular router. I don't know how many that makes now, how many modular routers that makes, but still, that's kind of impressive amount of modular routers right here. I don't need the sheep farm. I just needed a couple of pieces of wool to begin with. And then that gets us the keratin, which then makes us the string. Just compact that down, makes us string. We've got the crafter, tier 1, right here. Making us, from the string, wool, which is going straight back into this. I'm leaving this, by the way, because why not? It's fine. Then what I could do is have this send over there. I think that's fine though. So what this one does is just pull and push. This one just pulls from over there and pushes over there. What's this one do? Pulls from over there. Oh, wait, yeah. I got you. And then this one pushes into the drawer. So you can see we've got quite a lot of this stuff. We are struggling on the sucrose. Because I think you get... Let me have a look. Wool. Do you get double out of this? Let's have a look. No, you're supposed to only get one. But you get double of the keratin going into the compactor. That makes sense. This one here is just pulling from here, the keratin, and putting into the compactor. Anyway, you don't need any of that. You can just make unlimited of this stuff with one piece of wool if you want, because you'll get the string out of it, and that's probably a bug. I think it probably should be you get one string per keratin. That might need to be changed, but anyway, it's fine. For now, we're getting a bunch of this stuff. And, oh, I crashed last time I looked in there. Probably shouldn't have clicked. Anyway, some of this, I'm not going to try it, but the sucrose and this stuff turn into the honeycomb. And there you go, that's the crash. Okay, I'll stop looking at that. And I'm back in the game. Sweet. This needs to be in a laboratory, right? This is definitely a laboratory setup that I've got right here. That is going to get us some more honeycombs. It's not the quickest in the world, I must admit. I should probably do something about that. You can make, well, you can make this quicker by adding more, like, combiners and dissolvers, for example. This one's full up because I added, like, a bunch over here, didn't I? Oh, okay. So it's getting through more than it can handle right now, which is good. But if I add more dissolvers, then that would work, right? Yeah. And more compactors, for example. And that would get rid of this backlog that we've got right here. Sweet. Anyway, that's going to get us some more honeycomb. Which are just being completely just sucked up by this thing over here. So if we have a look at this. Don't have any more. Are you actually working or are you blocked? No, you're not. You're fine. I have a feeling. Okay, it's just struggling still for honey. But that will alleviate it a little bit. If I leave this running, this should be quicker. Because we're getting a bit more honey from over there. Honey from infinite wool and some sugar. That's pretty cool, right? That was my little mad scientist stuff that I was going to do for today. I do have the plan that I need to sort of encase this in an actual build at some point. But for now, I think just on the lawn is kind of funny. So, yeah, we're going to leave it on the lawn. Right, I think that's kind of all we got for today, funny enough. Yeah. So, before we go, I did want to try and have a look at one thing, which is... What is that? That sound? It's very weird. Oh, it's this. Oh. I thought it was someone digging around me. That was weird. I wanted to put the spawner back down. Spawner. So we got the wither skeleton spawner. I think this is my original one, by the way. So we stick that back down and we give it a redstone signal. So redstone link. I made a bunch of these, by the way, because they're just super useful and I use them everywhere. And we get ourselves a wither skeleton skull. Someone did mention that the player damage thing doesn't work for this. He doesn't seem to be working, does he? Other mod. What does that mean? Other mod. What do? Why are you not working? Let's try it always active instead. Then it doesn't really matter if it's got redstone. Why does it say other mod? I'm so confused by this. I might go and ask the ATM Discord. Be right back. Okay, before I ask the ATM Discord, I actually had a thought about something. So we are going to try... Let's try it over here. It might be to do with my claimed chunks. I doubt it, right? But it could be. Let's change that to always active. It seemed to use a little bit of power, but it didn't actually spawn anything in. It could also... it could also be because we are in the overworld. Let's try it in the nether. Blaze. Ow, that'll be it. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh dear. Ow, okay. Let's grab that. Let's spawn a bunch underneath. No, we're all good. Fine, we have to do this in the nether. That is absolutely fine, actually. We could do that. It's good to know that that was a thing, that I'm not mental. That was just a thing. Whew, fine. We are going to have to set up the same thing that we've got in our basement, but in the nether. Cool. I'll do that next episode, though. So, thank you for watching. Thanks for joining. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.